The reference series is really at the heart of KEF engineering. It came about in the early 70s. KEF invested heavily in computer measurement, and they set about making the first range of speakers where every single speaker made was compared to the laboratory standard.
The reference was not only measuring against the laboratory standard, but having also the highest standards in materials and in its design.
It's a pure product from the lab. We put all the existing technologies we have, and this is clearly the state of the art in terms of sound reproduction.
Often speakers are described as having a particular character, but with KEF and with reference in particular, we're striving to make the speakers transparent and to transport the users into the actual performance.
And to do that, we have a very clear strategy when we're designing and engineering our loudspeakers. And we call those our 4 aims. Firstly, a very smooth and balanced frequency and directivity response. What that means is we're trying to direct the sound into the room as a single coherent source. UniQ tries to make 2 drivers look like they're coming from one point in space. They're totally coherent. When you measure them, when you listen to them, you can't tell there are 2 there. Secondly, we want you to hear just the drivers. So that means you have to have complete silence from everything else.
One of the ways we achieve this is using constrained layer damping, which essentially takes any vibration in the cabinet and turns it into heat.
Thirdly, we want drivers that have no character of their own, that operate pistonically.
We need a piston extremely light, extremely stiff, and with no hidden resonances.
And finally, between the terminals of the speaker and the ears of the listener, we don't want to lose anything. We spend so much time selecting crossover components to maximize the transmission path quality.
Tuning the crossover or tuning the system is not about making it sound bright or making it sound punchy. It's more about making it disappear.
Part of what makes KEF unique is we have a holistic approach to the way we design our speakers. Everything from the drivers and indeed even the tools that are used to develop the drivers are developed in-house here.
Each reference loudspeaker is built as a pair by one technician. All the parts are hand assembled, hand polished. So when you look at the quality of the veneers, the finishing we're using, they're wonderful pieces of furniture, people can be proud to own. When I hear Raymond's words, the relevance is just so pertinent, and it captures what we try and do remarkably well.